What's up, y'all? Cam that guy here, back once again with another Bible video, man. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Today is another Bible video, and then my next one will be on Wednesday. I'm gonna take off tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Alright, so I'm about to go ahead and begin reading chapter 2 of Exodus. Alright, let me go ahead and get into it, man. Chapter 2 of Exodus. Make sure you go watch chapter 1, the video I uploaded yesterday. Chapter 2 of Exodus. Here we go. And there went a man of the house of Levi, and took to wife a daughter of Levi. And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him for 3 months. And when she could not no longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and daubed it with slime and with pitch, and put the child therein. And she laid it in the flags by the river brink, by the river's brink. And sisters stood afar off to wit what be done to him. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river, and her maidens walked along by the river's side. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she went made to fetch it. um, and when she opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the baby wept. And she had compassion on him and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children." Let's break down what we just read. You know what I'm saying? I should be naming the verses as I go along so y'all know where I'm at. You know, so I will just read it consecutively. I stopped on verse 6, but moving forward, I'm gonna do verse 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna say my verses out loud so y'all know where I'm at. This is funny, man. You know what I'm saying? This is funny, man. But so what happened was a woman conceived a child. Um, she ended up hiding the child because she saw that the child was good. Um, daubed the child with slime, with pitch, laid it in flags by a river's brink. Then what ended up happening, you know what I'm saying? I thought this is interesting, you know what I'm saying? She um she had one of her maids go fetch it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's so interesting that they use that term. You know what I'm saying? But these were slaves. You know what I'm saying? There were slaves back in the day and shit like that. So yeah, I guess that ends up happening. So the baby wept. Wept means cry. Um, she had compassion on the baby. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, she had compassion on the baby, and this is one of the Hebrews' children. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much about it. And this is the um yeah, that's what I read. Anyway, verse 7. I'm trying to get better at breaking this shit down, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get better at breaking this shit down, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and I need to get in the habit of praying every night and morning. I need to get in that habit, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be it's tough. I pray what I remember, but I need to get a habit of doing it daily. But anyway, verse 7. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and call thee a nurse of the Hebrew woman, that she may nurse the child for thee?" Verse 8. And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Go." And the maid went and called the child's mother. Verse 9. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, "Take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages." And the woman took the child and nursed it. Verse 10. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she called his name Moses. This is Moses. This is Moses. This child right here is Moses, man. You know what I'm saying? So interesting. And she said, because I drew him out of the water. Verse 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting and a Hebrew, one of his brethren. 12. And he looked this way and that way, and when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. Oh, he said he killed the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. What the fuck? I told you Moses killed somebody, you know what I'm saying? I told you this is what they did back in the day. Anyway, so let's go ahead and reflect. Let's go and reflect on what we read. So it's saying that look, they had the baby. They told one of the Hebrew women, "Go nurse this child for me," and then she would say, "I'll give you my wages. I'll give you my money." All that other shit. This child happened to be Moses. Moses looked upon the Hebrews and Egyptians and his brethren and all that other shit, and he decided to slew the Egyptian and hide him, which means slay an Egyptian, which means like you. I'm assuming that means stab or some shit. He killed an Egyptian, I know that much, and hit him. Verse 13. Verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, two men of the Hebrews strove together, and he said him that the did the wrong. Wherefore smiteth thou thy fellow. 14. And he said, who made thee a prince and judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me as thou killedest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known. Now 15. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses, but Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian, and he sat down by a well. 16. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the troughs to water their father's flock. 17. And the shepherds came and drove them away. But Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock. So this is what ended up happening. Moses ended up getting caught. You know what I'm saying? People came up to him and shit. Why you killed my Egyptian? Or do you intend to kill me and shit like that? Pharaoh heard of this news and was about to kill Moses, but Moses fled. You know what I'm saying? He fled because he didn't want to die. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? One of the priests has 7 daughters, and they filled the troughs water to their father's flock or whatever. You know what I mean? So, and the shepherds drew them away, but Moses stood up and helped them and watered the flock. So that's what ended up happening. Now, let me see how long this is. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm almost on chapter 3. Cool. 18. And when they came to Reuel, their father, he said, how is it that ye are come so soon today? 19. And they said, an Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us and watered the flock. 20. And he said unto his daughters, and where is he? Why is it that he have left the man? Call him, that he may eat bread. Verse 21. And Moses was content to dwell with the man, and he gave Moses Zipporah his daughter. Verse 22. And she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom. For he said, I have been a stranger in a stranger land. 23. And it came to pass in the process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage. And they cried came unto God by reason of the bondage. And God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And God looked upon the children of Israel, and God had respect unto them. End of chapter 2. I forgot to say a couple verses, but that's the end of chapter 2. That's about the end of this video. I'm about to break this down. So, let's go and start from the top. So, what ended up happening was, let's see, verse 18, it says that, the Egyptian delivered them out of the hands of the shepherds, and they watered the flock. They offered him to eat some bread or whatever. Moses was content to dwell with the man. So I wondered, did Moses, what does this say right here? I don't know. I gotta read some more to see. You know what I'm saying? I gotta read some more. I don't want to say my opinion on that yet. But anyway, I gotta read some more chapter 3 to give an opinion on that. I don't want to say nothing rash or the wrong thing or whatever the case may be. But the king of Egypt died. You know what I'm saying? And once he died, everybody, you know what I'm saying, sighed because of their bondage, you know, them being locked up and shit like that. You know, there was like, you know what I'm saying, are we gonna get free or some shit, you know, or all this other shit. God heard the groaning. He remembered the covenant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And God looked upon them and had respect unto them. It looks as if he's getting ready to show mercy to them and free the slaves. So that's me trying to summarize it, right? That's me trying to summarize it. I'm trying to get better at summarizing passages instead of going verse for verse for verse for verse for verse. I'm trying to get better at just summarizing the 5 verses instead of breaking down each one to save time and shit. That's the end of this Bible video, you know what I'm saying? The next chapter from here is chapter 3. But I'm gonna end up reading the Bible tomorrow, so I might be on chapter 4 come Wednesday. But that's the end of this video, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed this video and shit like that. Time me to go ahead and get ready to pray real quick, you know what I'm saying? Alright, you know what I'm saying? And that's the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and catch you on my next video. Yeah.